Hi, this is Math Kimchi, and today we will be learning about standard form. Standard form looks like ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are all integers. An example of an equation in standard form is 3x minus y equals 1. And a is 3, as we see here, and b is -1, and remember, we are multiplying by 1 even when it looks like it is just y alone, and because we are subtracting y instead of adding it, we have to make b negative. And c is just 1. And now to graph an equation in standard form, we have a lot of options. The most common one is to locate the x and y axes. The x and y intercepts. And to find the y-intercept, we have to replace x with 0. And when we do that, we get 3 times 0 minus y equals 1. And the 0 cancels the 3 out, and after we multiply by -1, we get that the y-intercept is at -1. And to find the x-intercept, we replace y with 0, so we get 3x minus 0 is equal to 1. And after we divide by 3, we get that the x-intercept is at x equals 1/3. And now let's use this to these 2 points. So the y-intercept should be around here, and the x-intercept is approximately here. And now we draw a line over it. Now, this method is very easy because you only have to replace x and y with 0 and solve the equation. But sometimes the intercepts can be a fraction, and when they are fractions, they are pretty hard to graph by hand, at least accurately. So another way of graphing equations in standard form is by turning it into slope-intercept form. So our original equation is 3x minus y equals 1, and we get that the slope-intercept form version of this is y equals 3x minus 1. And here we see that the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is -1. And we can use that to graph. So -1 is the y-intercept, and the rise over run is 3. So we go up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and over by 1. And let's also graph this point. And this is how we turn it into slope-intercept form to graph it. Now, if you don't want to have to solve equations all the time or turn equations into standard form, we can also just memorize a few things. So the y-intercept, as we learned earlier, is when x is substituted by 0. And let's just do that for the original standard form equation. And we get that the y value of the y-intercept is c over b. And similarly, we get that the x-intercept is c over a. And now let's turn this into slope-intercept form, and we get y equals negative a over bx, and then times x plus c over b. And from this we can learn that the slope, or m, is equal to negative a over b, which is here, and the y-intercept, or lowercase b, is c over b, and that matches with what we found earlier. So just remember these if you don't want to do more work later. And now let's use this for 3x minus y equals 1. So let's first substitute everything in and simplify it. And now we got that the y-intercept is at y equals negative 1, the x-intercept is at x equals 1/3, and the slope-intercept form is y over 3x minus 1. And these are what we got earlier when we used different methods. So the slope-intercept form is 3x minus 1 is equal to y, and we also found that the x and y intercepts is negative 1 and 1/3. And the key information from this video, a quick recap, is ax plus by equals c is in standard form where a, b, and c are all integers. And remember that the x-intercept is c over a, the y-intercept is c over b, and the slope is negative a over b. And now that we have learned what standard form is, try solving these on your own. So for the listed four equations, try to find the a, b, c, x-intercept, the y-intercept, slope, and the slope-intercept form of all of these equations. And that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.